these secret meetings you had to prepare you, what were they?
Well, some of the secret meetings I was invited into when I was a leader was they want number one, they wanted to know how we could develop strategies to affect the Christians to come over to our belief system. That was number one, and the second was to infiltrate the world through all sorts of spheres of life, so that they could get their principles across the planet and ultimately have a new world order and a new world religion.
And this was how many years ago were they teaching you this?
This is 25 to 30 years ago.
Did they have a goal?
The goal was that within 30 years, and they believed this, my guru did, that within 30 years you could change a culture. And so their belief was that within 30 years of applying these strategies, there would come a time in the world that there would be ready for a new world order or a new reset, or the Christians would have to evolve into more New Age belief systems.
So it's been about 30 years.
Exactly.
Were they successful?
Yes, I think they were. I don't like saying that, but I think they were. Everywhere I look now in this season, I see Christians that are being deceived. And some of them don't even know they're being deceived. And that's what deception is. I mean, I was a false teacher trying to get Christians across into the New Age because I thought that was what was the right thing to do.
So as a facilitator, what exactly did you do?
Well, we developed training courses both in personal development and business and even in spiritual things of how to bring the Hindu beliefs into those people so that their lives could be transformed and changed. Ultimately, we thought for the better.
And that's the operative word, because you saw that what you taught was good, but the fruit was bad. You saw the opposite of this love and kindness going on in the people you were teaching. What'd you do about that?
I was confused because, yeah, I saw people ending up in psych hospitals and depressed and suicidal and leaving families and all sorts of things. And I'm like, but that's not my heart. I thought their life should be better. So I thought I better go and ask my guru. I better go and ask him, what's going on? Why is this not working? And when I did that, his answer was very simple. I didn't like it, but it was very simple. He believed that the energy, spiritual energy that we're bringing into the planet, to the people, these people were not evolved enough to obtain the energy or see the energy, so that's why they were having trouble.
Okay, you were a facilitator, you gave people a questionnaire so you could help them, and one day, for some reason, you decide to fill out the questionnaire.
Yeah, I thought if I'm going to facilitate them, I want to fill this in. But I got tricked because one of the questions was, if you could do anything or have anything, what would you do? And because I was confused at that time, I went, I want an answer. I want an answer. Is there, I was talking to the universe. I didn't know anything about God or Jesus. And then when I was doing that, and in that seminar, I had an open vision. I'd never had an open vision like that. I had one before of the future, but never like this. I was facilitating the class, but right there in the room, I saw God. Now, I don't know how I knew it was God. I just knew in my being it was God. It was like a silhouette and full of light. But what was more amazing was on his right-hand side. Now, I knew nothing about the Bible and nothing at all. But Jesus was, and I knew it was Jesus, he was on the right-hand side of God. And he started to talk to me. And he started telling me things about my life, about my future. And he was a real person, and I could see him, even though he was glowing. And then all of a sudden, he goes, and I can feel it even now. He just very strongly said, "Hold out your hands." And I held out my hands, and these light beams almost flew from him to me and through my hand. It was like electricity. And he said, "No longer will you heal in your power or other power. You'll now heal in my power in the future."
You know,